All right, here's the Armenian Arman Tsarukyan, a lightweight that many believe will one day be wearing UFC gold around his waist. The winning streak is in tow, and the strength of schedule has just been fantastic, really dating to the Makhachev fight back in 2019. At times, perhaps Tsarukyan has been a victim of expectation, but largely he has lived up to what was some appreciable hype when he signed with the UFC back in 2019. He has inched his way towards contention. He's a guy that some have called the boogeyman of lightweight division, a guy that a lot of people don't want to fight. Eventually, you gotta fight him. We'll see if he can rise to the occasion here tonight. All right, so here's the undisputed UFC lightweight champion and one of the very best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, Makhachev. You trained alongside this man for years. He has every skill in the book, and the X factor tonight is that has Bull in his corner.
Yeah, that's one of his brothers, is what they call him. Makhachev, though, is the guy that really does strike fear in so many lightweights' minds. He's a guy that possesses wrestling ability. He's a guy that possesses striking ability. The grappling is second to none. And just his size and physicality is so difficult to deal with. He is a tremendous fighter, and he will be pushed even more forward with the presence of his good friend, Hasbulla.
You do wonder, though, if the opposing corner is a little bit intimidated given Hasbulla's presence in the Makhachev corner. Our tale of the tape for this lightweight championship fight. Here once more is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the UFC lightweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Arman Tsarukyan. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC lightweight champion of the world, Makhachev. Herbert Dean's in the building. He is the third man in the octagon tonight. Right, all eyes on Arman Tsarukyan as this round gets underway in earnest. Of course, all rounds begin on the feet, where Tsarukyan has said he believes he will have a decided advantage here tonight. But don't be surprised to see him grapple. He's very instinctive when it comes to his takedown game, and you know if he gets the fight there, it could be a real problem for his opponent tonight. And the takedown attempt, but he does not land it. Oh, no feeling out process tonight. These fighters are brawling early.
Those guys came to fight from the moment the referee said go.
Lands a big right hand early. And now a left.
Let's get busy with those wheels.
Actually, swelling becoming a real factor right now. Did they inject something into his face, or is he just swelling from the strikes?
Swelling from the strikes, man. Guy taking a couple shots. You never know which one is going to start to make you get damaged. Something good landed, and now you see the swelling start. Oh, he just hurt him,
Oh, we're getting a finish here. Oh, huge left. All right, so we have got a full-on brawl to start this fight. Any concern that these guys might burn themselves out?
Oh, they're going to exhaust themselves. So we may as well enjoy it right now, because come the third round, regardless of the weight class, they're going to look like two tired heavyweights in the middle of the octagon.
Trying to go to the body now with the kick. That one misses. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Tsarukyan is in half guard now. Fighter trying to pass here, ooh, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
You got this, come on.
We cross the midpoint in round one. Makhachev getting worked here from the top. You don't want to take too many more of these ground and pound strikes.
Let's go.
Oh, how about the speed on that reversal there? I mean, I know you can get out of some bad spots, but not with that type of speed.
You cannot allow him to get leverage on the bottom. What a sweep.
All right, dominant position for him here, full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC.
Oh, you got to start moving those hips. What you should do initially, right, is start to push at the knees. Push at the hips, create some distance, shrimp, and try to recollect half guard. Half guard sucks, but it's much better than being mounted fully by your opponent.
Well, these are some excellent ground and pound strikes here, DC. There's an efficiency with which he operates in these situations.
He knows exactly when to throw, exactly when to hold. It's allowing him to really control the grappling aspect of the fight.
There's a song there, right? Know when to hold him,
Know when to fold him. Yep, absolutely.
Oh, arm triangle. Arm triangle. Arm triangle.
Oh, that arm triangle's wicked tight.
He's starting to get it in very deep.
Knee on belly. He's laying down ground and pound. If he doesn't move on the bottom, he's gonna get finished.
Looks like the referee could step in here. While working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Makhachev.
Beautiful jab there by the champ.
Grounding and pounding away. Nice strikes to the body there by Makhachev. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas. All right, the referee not seeing enough action there. We go back to the center of the octagon now. All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. I mean, technically, this would be a flying triangle if we can finish it here.
A flying triangle. I mean, is that even work?
You gotta be kidding me. How did he get out?
He just stayed calm. Was able to withstand the fire. Now he finds himself out and safe.
15 seconds remain in the round.
Now he's got good body position, yup.
If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move, you got to shrimp, you got to get up on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you and pull him down to close the space.
Second round, straight ahead.
Now, this round, I want you to get that submission. You're getting close, but you're giving up position, you're giving up some space before you're attacking. And I want you to look for it.
All right, so there's the end of the round. He stayed committed to doing damage upstairs and landed a seminal blow in that round.
It was accumulation of those strikes. He kept hitting him over and over to the head. Eventually, he found the one that really did damage his opponent.
Here we are, early round two. All right, here we go. This next round is underway. He got worked in that previous frame. We'll see if he has recovered here as he enters this next round.
You don't recover in a minute. So he...
Back to the feet. Oh, tags him with the straight. Nice job there by Tsarukyan. Another right hand lands. All right, there it is. He stuffs yet another takedown, and Not a bad attempt by the wrestler, but he hasn't realized any success with his takedown game thus far.
No, you know, sometimes, John, it's not enough. You can beat the guy to the position. The guy is just well-versed enough to defend, and that's exactly what we're seeing from this balanced fighter.
Makhachev gets the single leg takedown, well played. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Makhachev has got full mount now.
Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
All right, great position for him here. He's got the full mount. See if he can get that ground and pound going.
Oh, he's got to get it going, but he can't rush. A lot of times, guys get in the full mount and they rush, they get nervous. They're like, oh my goodness, I'm winning. Reality is, you're winning, but it can change in a matter of seconds because then they can be gone. He's got to drop his hips, be really heavy at the opponent's base, and then just start to work. Make the opponent give his back so that he can try to get his chokes off or find great ground and pound, but very patient ground and pound from such a dominant position.
Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head like through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why.
Makhachev's going for a choke. Oh, it's tight.
Arm triangle attempt. He's got to get that elbow going forward. He's got to drop his chest to the mat. Don't. Oh, now he's in trouble.
Oh, he is out. How good is that?
That is phenomenal submission defense by this young man.
All right, so now we start to see some redness underneath the elbow. You got to think he's going to continue to attack the body with all of his strikes.
Well, his opponent has not done anything to deter him. He should keep doing this, keep going to the well until his opponent finds an answer, because right now, he seems lost to it.
Tsarukyan is back in north-south. Well, you know this is the hurt business, and both guys are compromised at this stage of the fight.
Yeah, both guys are compromised. Both guys have been beat up. Both guys have done a great job of landing, recognizing what they wanted to get done, and it's showing. This is a very evenly matched fight.
This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy trying to hold the guy down. I mean, no takedown is not fought. No reversal is not fought. Everything they're doing is fought to the very last minute before it gets given up. In the half guard.
Tsarukyan's right back to the full mount here. This pace is just absurd, and he has kept it up throughout the fight. All right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground. All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse.
All right, operating inside the closed guard now. All right, so he can't get it here. Again, good awareness by the defensive fighter. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Tsarukyan. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through.
Now he's going full mount.
Oh, outstanding combination of ground and pound punches here by Tsarukyan. 2 rounds in the books.
All right, take a seat, bro. All right, listen. I need you to be more active this round. You cannot wait and try to counter everything. He's getting to you first. I need you to get that head movement going.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. All right, here we go with our next round, and how about the striking display in that previous round? He found a lot of openings upstairs, and when we sat down with him on Thursday, he said this dude doesn't move his head, and largely that's how it's played.
That's exactly how he thought it would be, and it's exactly what he's seeing early in the fight. Opponent's not moving his head, and he's more than happy to connect over and over with those 1-2s.
Oh, shot to the body connects there. He hasn't really thrown too many body strikes in this fight, but nice judo toss for him there. All right, has the guard closed here. Well, at this point, hard to blame him for headhunting, right? He has caused some significant swelling upstairs and continues to attack that area to great effect.
Absolutely. I mean, the guy has done a great job.
Makhachev's going for an arm here.
Oh, he's got the armbar deep. Great submission defense. He's able to take his arm out and stay safe.
Well, this is a tough fighter to buck off. Very good pressure and work here by Tsarukyan.
Down into his mouth.
Constantly a moving target. Makhachev's in half guard.
Changing the position.
Oh, great ground shot there, and that one opened him up. All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. Relentless pressure from the top by Tsarukyan. Grounded him and pounded him. Nice job. Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight.
Great defense by the defensive fighter.
All right, he's got him in the north-south position now. I know the crowd thinks it's funny when this happens, but if you're the bottom fighter, nothing funny about it.
It's not funny. This is not a fun position to be in fighting. You got to try and change it immediately because you are carrying someone's weight, whether it's their bottom half weight or the top half. You are carrying their weight, whether you got their armpit in your face or you got their legs over the top of you. It is not comfortable. So you need to be trying to move, make them make a decision, a determination as to what they're trying to accomplish, and then you try and counter it.
Makhachev's got the full mount.
Yep, got to be very careful there.
Well, he is really seeing things well offensively here tonight, and he's caused a lot of swelling there on his opponent.
He set up a beautiful submission.
Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in. All right, working for the submission now. Back and forth we go.
Back and forth. These guys are fighting. He's going to take off on here.
Oh, he escaped.
He got out. I mean, wow. That is great submission defense.
All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. All right, so a grueling battle on the ground, and no surprise, the crowd pops in appreciation as the fighters... Oh, no! All right, hip toss, and he is able to take him down. Beautiful execution there.
Great job knowing exactly what he wanted. Moving the position left and stepping in with that right leg to load his opponent and flip his shoe. Great move. We love the big moves. They're very excited.
Good work from the top here by Islam Makhachev. Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again.
He's got to be careful here.
Well, he grounded him, and now he's trying to pound him out. Great ground strikes here. And right into side control. Not there yet, but might get the submission here shortly. Makhachev's back to the side control now. All right, this position now, what we call the north-south. If you're the bottom fighter, what are you trying to do to get out of harm's way?
Man, it's tough on the bottom. It's very tough because everything hurts, right? It doesn't matter that they're not completely driving the shoulder in. It just, everything hurts. So you wait for your opponent to go to his next action. And when he does, you go and attack the hands. You get to your knees and you attack the hands with both hands and try to peel the lock so you can get to your feet.
All right, that's 3 rounds in the books. We are headed to the championship rounds.
All right, take a seat, bud. Breathe for me. Let's slow that heart rate down. Breathe. Relax. Okay, listen. You're not tired. I know you've got more in you.
All right, we now take a look back at some of the highlights from that last round, DC. A lot for the replay guys to choose from.
I mean, these guys are going to be very busy trying to find what replay to show you guys. Lands on both sides of the octagon. Both guys fought great. What a phenomenal round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here's round 4, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Wow! Back to his feet. Checks that leg kick.
Anything, let your hands go. Let's go. Give me a combination. I want to see some combinations.
There's that patented single.
Nice shot there by the champ.
Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work by Tsarukyan. Really maximizing his shots here on the ground.
Fight.
Good straight hand there by Tsarukyan.
It won't take many of those. Oh, nice takedown defense. And that's the danger in the engagement there. Oh, he better start moving. Oh, he jumped guillotine right away. Oh, that's getting deep.
Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, and submission defense wins this transition.
Working in half guard here, making these shots count.
Great ground and pound by this man. Look at that. Recognized he was about to lose position.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Tsarukyan's back in full mount.
He's got to be careful here.
All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back. Oh, this could be over soon.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Close guard. Well, this is exactly what you like to see. Nice combination of ground and pound punches. Outstanding pressure and activity by Tsarukyan. Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage off. He's continuing to target that area that's swelling, and it's getting worse every time he hits it.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Tsarukyan. A lot of top pressure being applied here.
He let him step over to the crucifix.
Tsarukyan's back in full mount.
He needs to try to get to a half guard at least. At minimum, try to go to half guard.
Well, this is not football. Targeting is legal, and he is going at that cut, which is getting worse with every passing ground strike. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Tsarukyan.
Oh, now he's he's going to find himself in a little more danger.
Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there. All right, we'll see how he chooses to defend here. Oh, great job by him there to reverse things and get the dominant position. Well, we'll see who has the edge here as they get back to their feet after a pretty engaged battle there on the ground.
And both of these guys should feel pretty satisfied because they both had their moments and they both showed true skill on the ground.
Oh, nice punch there in the clinch. Makhachev's eye is officially swollen shut. The referee keeping a close eye on things. Maybe he'll call for the ringside position, but that condition is only going to get worse as this fight continues. Buzzer sounds for the end of round 4. All right, there's the end of the round, and hopefully not the end of the fight. He doesn't look as handsome as he did when he walked out. That is a severe gash on his face.
We knew this was going to be a bloody fight. I want you to refocus.
All right, we'll re-rack some replays from the previous round as they attend to that pretty nasty cut in his eye area.
You got to lock in defensively, man. You cannot be out there just fighting. His opponent is too high level to try to fight him with his ego. Now he's dealing with a nasty cut over his eye. Why do you need another thing to manage when you already got one of the best fighters in the world in front of you?
Ready? Ready?
We have arrived at this 5th and final round. Oh, he blocked that shot and lands the hook on the counter. And back to his feet. Level change there, goes for the takedown. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Islam Makhachev. Back and forth we go. It takes 2 to tango, and man, have these 2 individuals tangoed tonight. I might run it back at some point, no matter how this one is.
It's one of those fights where when you look at these 2 and the damage on their faces, the work that they have both put in, you realize and you appreciate what these fighters do inside the octagon. They're both hurt. They're both beat up. And both of these guys have shown a tremendous amount of resilience to put themselves in position to win this fight.
Islam Makhachev going to work from guard here. Nice combination of strikes there. Very efficient, very effective. And the referee brings the fight back to its feet. No surprise there. Needed to see more action.
There you go. Look for the shot.
Way to hide that leg kick.
Looking to land the right just out of range. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shot. Well, you got to think it's only a matter of time. Yup, referee stopping the action here. That swelling is getting out of control. This might be the end, DC.
It's bad. I mean, it's a lot of swelling. And it's the damage that he has taken over the course of the fight that is making him swell to a point that I don't know if he can continue.
Looks as though the doctor is going to allow the fight to continue for the athlete. May want to raise the guard a little bit.
He's got to raise the guard. He's got to take some chances because he's very limited in what he can do right now with that much swelling.
All right, so some pretty significant adversity here, but the fight is going to continue. The doctor has left, and the ref gets us back underway.
Gets us right back underway, and it does.
Oh! Gets back to his feet.
Nice leg kick.
Now the hammer fist here by Islam Makhachev. All right, so the head damage continues to land, and at this point, man, gotta think the ringside physician is even getting antsy to check it out.
Oh, yeah. You can tell that they want to check it out. But hats off to his opponent, putting together a great game plan for staying on that face, making sure that when he saw the swelling start, he continued to drive him down that path to where he is right now, where he's almost unrecognizable.
Well, this one is coming down to the wire. This has been so action-packed. I'm going to stand. All right, referee is going to step in here and likely call on the doctor to check out that swelling around the eye. Defensively, he has had a very hard time tonight.
Well, and it's gotten worse because the moment the swelling started, his spirit tells him to keep going forward, but he's getting pieced up.
He's taking a close look. Going back to the referee, looks as though he's going to allow the action to continue. Fans like that decision, but for the compromised fighter, maybe got to take some chances.
He's going to take a lot of chances now because he's got to rush He cannot be as patient as he intended to be with that amount of slow.
It's getting really hard to watch him absorb shots on that eye. I wonder if the referee's thinking about calling in the doctor now.
Well, John, the entirety of the fight, that has been the target of his opponent. He has not adjusted defensively, and now he's paying for it. Now, somebody's going to have to save him.
2 minutes now to go in this one.
Oh, boy, look at that gash.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. And busy as he looks to improve position here. And now he's got the back. Outstanding pressure from top position here by Tsarukyan. Staying offensive off of his back as he lands a strike from the bottom position. While working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Tsarukyan. Oh, the damage just continues to be inflicted. And with respect to the athletes, if this was a movie, I might just walk out. I don't need to see anymore.
I mean, I just don't need to see it. It's to a point now where it's getting a bit uncomfortable. You have a fighter who's clearly outmatched. Now he's back up.
Well, MMA is a constant exercise in risk mitigation, right? But it would seem to me that if he really goes for it offensively, you can get him out of there.
Well, he's got him hurt. He's got him hurt. He's got him hurt multiple times in one round. It looks like this fight should be over by now, but his opponent's still standing, and I think that speaks to the durability of the guy standing in front of him.
That shot blocked by Tsarukyan. 20 seconds left. Well, you know he's tougher than I am, right? But this man has absorbed so much.
Oh, you hurt him again, bro.
Waning seconds of this fight. Takedown defense is there. What a fight! 25 minutes turned in. All right, so the fight goes the championship distance, and you may want to get the black and gold colors out. We're getting a new champion tonight. He turned in a beautiful striking display tonight.
This is one of the best performances that we have seen from a challenger in a really long time. He relied on the striking. He understood that that's where he had the advantage. He used all of his advantages, and I feel like we will hear and new very shortly.
The official decision is in. Bruce Buffer has it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 49-46, 48-47, and 48-47. For the winner by unanimous decision, and new UFC lightweight champion of the world, Arman Tsarukyan!
All right, so there he is, the newly minted UFC lightweight champion of the world. It's the word, it's all every pro fighter wants to hear, and he gets to hear those special words tonight.
Every fighter hopes they get that one moment to hear and new. And then they want to hear and still, but before anything, you got to hear and new. And when you hear it, man, it's like a weight has been lifted off of your shoulders. You know in that moment that nobody will ever take that away from you. That belt goes with you, and it will live with you for the rest of your life.